At some point in your life, you were told to be realistic. Asterisk that your dreams were too big. Your expectations too high. Asterisk they said, don't reach too far, you'll only end up disappointed. Asterisk so you listened. You shrank. Asterisk you took your fire and folded it into something small enough to fit into their version of the world. Asterisk, but deep down, you never really believed them, because there's a voice inside you that refuses to die. A quiet defiance that whispers, asterisk, there is more for you than this. And that voice is right. You are not born to settle. Asterisk, you are not born to fit into systems built for the average. Asterisk, you are here to carve your own path through the stone walls of doubt. Asterisk to declare, with fierce conviction, asterisk, this is what I want, and I will have it. But here's the truth. Most people don't fail because they lack talent, or time, or luck. They fail because they never made a definite decision. They stay stuck in the gray zone. Asterisk, half wanting, half waiting, half alive. Asterisk, but the greats, the ones who changed the world, they were all people of decision. Henry Ford decided. Thomas Edison decided. Harriet Tubman decided. They declared what they wanted, and then burned the boats behind them. Asterisk, they didn't leave space for maybe. They refused to settle. You cannot hold power and indecision in the same hands. Asterisk, you must choose. Asterisk, because once you decide, once you slam your stake into the soil of your life and say, this is the summit I will reach, the universe begins to move with you. Not before. Not during your excuses. Only after the decision. But understand this. Decision is not convenience. Decision is sacrifice. Asterisk, it is the willingness to stand alone in the storm and still not waver. Asterisk, it is the burning away of distractions, temptations, and comfort until only your purpose remains. Asterisk, it's refusing the empty applause of temporary pleasures in exchange for the slow, brutal, beautiful building of a legacy. The world will try to talk you out of it. They will tell you, be patient. Asterisk, they will say, be humble. But humility without hunger is surrender in disguise, and patience without pursuit is procrastination. Pretending to be wisdom, not make your decision. Do not wait for clarity to find you. Create clarity by deciding. The mind thrives when it knows where it's going. Asterisk, but it dies in confusion, in wandering, in hesitation. Asterisk, look at any powerful life, and you will see the same pattern. Asterisk, a man or woman decided what they wanted, then refused to settle. They didn't settle for mediocrity. They didn't settle for the job that drained their soul. Asterisk, they didn't settle for a life of muted desires and small talk. Asterisk, they saw the world for what it was, then demanded more from it, and from themselves. Asterisk, this is your invitation to do the same. Not to talk about your goals, not to make vision boards while living in the same habits, but to make a definite decision, one that echoes through your bones, a decision that says, I will no longer entertain thoughts that betray my vision. Asterisk, I will no longer water weeds in the garden of my life. Asterisk, I will no longer accept crumbs when I was born to own the table. Because once you decide, the clock starts ticking, and with every second, life watches to see if you were serious. Asterisk, you say you want it, but are you willing to endure the silence while nothing seems to happen? Asterisk, are you willing to show up day after day, building brick by brick when nobody is clapping for you? Asterisk, are you willing to walk through rejection, ridicule, and resistance, and still keep your eyes on the summit? Because the path to anything great is lined with shadows, and most people turn back when the path gets steep. Asterisk, when the applause stops, when the work gets boring, when no one believes but them. But you must be different. You must be the one who walks anyway, the one who says, let the world doubt me. I'll turn their doubt into my thunder. You must live with the kind of focus that makes distractions irrelevant. And this focus isn't something you're born with. It's something you choose. Asterisk, it's a discipline you build. Hour by hour, choice by choice. Asterisk, it means waking up and doing the work. Not because it's fun, but because it's necessary. Asterisk, it means saying no to things that used to comfort you, because they no longer serve the person you are becoming. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect in action. It's the sacred contract between your present effort and your future freedom. So decide what you want, then build the habits to match. Asterisk, do not pray for results while you disrespect the process. Asterisk, do not dream of success while clinging to patterns that belong to your former self. Asterisk, if you want to transform your life, you must be willing to shed your skin. You must outgrow your old excuses. You must graduate from blame and rise into ownership. Asterisk, no more, if only. Asterisk, no more someday. No more waiting for perfect timing. This is the time. This is the season. This is the moment. The ones who win, they're not luckier. They're not even smarter. They're simply more decided. They decide, and then they don't back down, and neither will you. Asterisk.